So congratulations to San Diego State and Coach Hoke and his staff. They thoroughly outplayed us, and that's my fault. And I'm disappointed. I thought we jumped on them pretty good to start it, and then let a couple big plays, even it up fast. And in that second and third quarter, we just had trouble moving the football, and we had trouble getting off the field. And so it was really a really difficult night that way. And so I gotta get back and look at the film and find out in all three phases just what we are not executing at a level that gives us a chance to play good football. And like I said, that starts with me. And so I need to go to work and look at that. Everyone in there is really, really heartbroken. This was an important game for us. We always have great battles with these guys, and tonight it wasn't that. They got after us. And so, like I said, I give them credit, tip my hat to Coach Hoke and that staff, and now we'll get back to work and figure out what we learned and what we have to do to improve.
Coach, you guys got up early, 14-0. You caused turnover in that run. Do you think that the kickoff return kind of shifted the momentum?
Absolutely. Like, that was very, very clearly changed the whole tide of the game. And to me, we really did not recover. We did not respond well. And like I said, that starts with me. And so I got to help us. I got to give us a better understanding of that. And when something does go not our way, we have to man up and respond, and we didn't.
Brent, why do you think it's so hard to get momentum back, and what were you maybe trying to do to get it back?
It's not hard if you just make a play. It's not hard if you just get a stop. It's not hard if you just, throw and catch or pop a run or whatever. And that part of it, knowing, to their credit, they're good. And so they made the plays, and we didn't. And they made the plays that gave them a chance to sustain momentum, and we didn't make anything we didn't make any of the plays we needed to make to flip it.
Past couple of weeks, we saw great comebacks against Colorado State, Nevada. Were you expecting something to start coming along?
Well, I think I always expect something to come along. It doesn't really matter what the situation is. I always believe we can win, and so. In the second half, we had a couple moments there where I was like, okay, we're moving the ball, we're starting to get some momentum, start to get some traction, and then, I think, their defensive front is always one of the best defenses in the conference, and they gave us a really hard time tonight, and so we got to look at that and figure out what's the best way for us to move forward, because we're going to play another good defensive front next week, and so that was disappointing, but like I said, I got to dig into that and figure out what's the best way for us to, when we are in that situation, to hopefully give us a chance to move the football and to not get behind the chains and not be playing for catch up so much.
Coach, you said that they outplayed you guys today. Do you think that was more schematically, or they just gave more effort and put more energy into the game tonight?
Well, I would say it's all those things. Right, you know what I mean. They, in all three phases, they made plays that gave us gave them a chance to win. And to me, that is where is where that's on me, and I have to do a better job.
Early on, Jalen Maiden, their QB there. It looked like you're trying to throw different looks at him, but just what can you comment about him just athletically? I mean, you've played big mobile quarterbacks, but
I got to give that guy a ton of credit. He threw the ball so much more accurately than he had the previous few games. I feel like that's happened to us a couple times this year where we've played a backup quarterback that had 2, 3, 4 games under his belt and was starting to settle in and was kind of performing better than he was early on when he kind of took over. And I felt like this is by far the best he's played. We knew he was athletic. We knew he had a strong arm, but I was impressed with the accuracy and the timing that he threw with tonight.
Yeah.
Any more questions for Coach?
Yeah. And as far as just the offense stalling, When you go back and when you go to look at the tape, what do you think you're going to see?
I think I'm going to see every position on the field have a piece of it. I think it's going to be a drop pass or a wrong read or a missed block or or a bad play call. Like every player that touches the offense, starting with me, has a piece of that stall in the game. And so I think we're going to see that it was, a lot of different things that we did not execute at the level that you need to beat a good team on the road in the Mountain West Conference. It's really simple. You know what I mean? Like, we did not play well enough to beat San Diego State, who's been top 2 teams in our conference for the last 15 years. Right? When you come down here, you need to man up and play clean and play good football. And we didn't do that tonight. We got beat.
All right, one last question for Coach.
Coach, any positives you could take away even in the loss today?
I love the way we started. I thought that was great. And I love the way the guys kept battling, right? Like, I think that was obvious, right? Like, the guys kept playing their tails off till the very end. And I thought that was really impressive. And I think that speaks to who they are and who they want to be. And I think it also speaks to how much they care about each other.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Vic says he has one more.
All right, Vic.
Yeah, general question, Brent. I know you're really familiar with San Diego State and their program and what they've done over the decades and getting their facilities up and whatnot, and the way the community responds. Is that kind of a model you seem to want San Jose State to follow with Jeff and everything like that?
Absolutely. I think the best, some of the best comparisons that we can draw as a CSU is San Diego State and Fresno, right? Like both those teams have done a good job of being consistently successful programs for a long time. And that's what we want to be. And that's what we're fighting to be every day. And I think that so when you come down here and you see this new stadium and you see the stuff that they've done and the stuff that they've built over the years and the 11 bowl games in the last 12 years or whatever it's been, like, I want to do that. I want to go to a bowl game every year. I want to play for the conference title every year. I want us to be in that kind of situation.